The circulatory and respiratory systems. Hey there! In this video, we are going to talk about the different parts and functions of our circulatory and respiratory system and how do they work together. I'm John Bill Patrick U. Magalong, and we will discuss first the circulatory system. First, we will discuss the circulatory system, or much commonly known as cardiovascular system. The circulatory system is responsible for transporting materials throughout the entire body. It transports nutrients, water, and oxygen to your billions of body cells, and carries away waste such as carbon dioxide that body cells produce. The circulatory system consists of the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. The first organ we will discuss in the circulatory system is the heart. The heart is an organ made of cardiac muscle, and it acts like a pump. The muscles of the heart contract and pump blood away from the heart through the aorta and to the tissues of the body. Diffusion occurs at the tissues, allowing for nutrients and oxygen to enter the cells and for carbon dioxide and other waste to be removed from the cells. Your heart beats when the pacemaker, located in the right atrium, sends an impulse that causes muscle contractions to occur. The heartbeat is partly controlled by neurotransmitters released by the nervous system. When your heart pumps, it produces a pressure in your arteries called blood pressure. Your body helps regulate your blood pressure by communicating with the brain. The brain releases neurotransmitters that can raise or lower the blood pressure by relaxing or controlling the smooth muscles of the blood vessels. Your kidneys also play a role in regulating blood pressure by removing water from the blood and releasing it as urine. The next essential part of circulatory system that we will discuss is blood. Blood is composed of 55% plasma and 45% red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma is made primarily of water but also contains salts, nutrients, hormones, and many other substances. Red blood cells transport oxygen. Hemoglobin is a protein located on red blood cells that binds to oxygen in the lungs and transport it to the tissues where the oxygen gets released. White blood cells are produced from stem cells in bone marrow. The number of white blood cells in the blood is much less than that of red blood cells. When you are sick, the number of white blood cells in the blood increases to help fight infection. There are many types of white blood cells, and they each have a different job. Examples are engulfing microorganisms that cause disease, releasing chemicals, and etc. Some white blood cells make antibodies to help destroy pathogens or bad guys that provide you with immunity to several diseases. White blood cells leak out of the circulatory system into the lymphatic system where they are able to provide defense within the tissues. The next part of the circulatory system that we will discuss is the blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries transport the oxygenated blood away from the left side of the heart. Like the branches of a tree, they become thinner as they spread out from the main arteries. These smaller branches are called arterioles. The largest artery in the body connected directly to the heart is the aorta. Veins transport used blood from all over the body back to the heart and lungs for oxygenation. Veins are often visible through your skin as blue lines. They are blue because they carry blood that is full of waste products and are low in oxygen. The motorways of the venal system are the vena cava. The superior vena cava carries blood to the heart from the upper body, while the inferior vena cava carries blood from the lower body. Capillaries are minute blood vessels that join onto the arterioles. They are one cell thick and are exchange point where the nutrients, oxygen, and glycogen cross in. Capillaries are minute blood vessels that join onto the arterioles. They are one cell thick and are exchange point where the nutrients, oxygen, and glycogen cross into the tissue cells from the arteriole.
created using Bio10.